heavy over Jackson, Kentucky, but it could not hide the massive crowd. It was June 28th, 1895. Thousands of people lined the banks of the North Fork of the Kentucky River. They had all come to see the end of the most feared gunman in the mountains, Thomas "Bad Tom" Smith. Years before he became a legend, Tom Smith was just a sharp-dressing boy from Perry County. He grew up fast and mean. By his 20s, he was known as a dapper dandy. He wore fine clothes, drank heavy whiskey, and always carried a loaded Winchester rifle and pistol at his side. Tom did not just fight for fun. He fought for money. When the bloody French-Eversole feud broke out, a powerful man named Fulton French hired Tom to be his top assassin. Tom was a ghost in the woods. He would wait in the thick brush, pull the trigger, and vanish into the hills. He was blamed for at least 8 murders, but witnesses were always too terrified to speak up. For years, Tom seemed completely untouchable. Tom's streak of luck finally ran out over a fight that had nothing to do with the feud. He got into a fierce argument over a woman with a local doctor named Robert Rader. In a flash of anger, Tom pulled his gun and shot the doctor down. This time, the law had enough. The state wanted to clean up the violent image of bloody Breathitt County. Troops were sent in to protect the courthouse, and a jury found Tom guilty. He was sentenced to hang. The morning of his execution was wild and dramatic. Tom wanted to clear his conscience. Guards marched him down to the muddy Kentucky River, where a preacher submerged him in the water to baptize him. A famous local joke whispered through the crowd that it took 12 preachers just to wash away all of Tom's sins. Dressed in a new black suit, Tom walked up the steps of the wooden gallows. His own cousin, Sheriff Brett Combs, had the terrible job of tying the rope. Tom looked out at the thousands of staring eyes. He did not beg for his life, only for the salvation of his soul. Instead, he gave the young boys in the audience one final piece of advice. "Bad women and bad whiskey have brought me where I am," Tom shouted, his voice echoing off the hills. "Don't do as I have done. Save me, oh God, save me." The trap door was released, and the sentence was carried out in front of the silent assembly. Despite his reputation as a hardened gunman, the finality of the law had finally caught up to him. The 6-foot drop from the gallows failed to snap his neck. Bad Tom Smith was pronounced dead after 17 slow, agonizing minutes, leaving behind a dark legend that people in the Kentucky hills still talk about today. His execution marked one of the most famous endings to the era of the great mountain feuds. Though many lynchings occurred in this era, the state-sanctioned execution of Bad Tom Smith was the first and only legal hanging in Breathitt County history. During Bad Tom Smith's scaffold confession, he admitted to killing Joseph C. Eversole, leader of the Eversole faction, as well as Nick Combs, Shade Combs, Robin Cornett, Joe Hurt, and Dr. Rader, and several other men targeted during the bloody regional feuds of Breathitt County.